On this first anniversary, we meet together in cities like ours and across the country as the first day of the government shutdown, and having ICE threaten to come into our sanctuary state and start rounding up immigrants. So it's time to take our pink hats and our signs and take our power to the polls. How dare you treat DACA recipients like this? How dare you threaten and consider immigrants who are our fellow Americans and citizens, but for documentation like that, we will not tolerate it, and it is not going to be accepted in our country. We evolved as a movement. We're not the women's movement, we're a movement of women. Coretta Scott King said many years ago, if the soul of our nation is to be saved, we must be the soul. And we together, as part of this new politic and new intersectional, multiracial, progressive vision, can lead the nation in the streets and to the polls to lead and to secure our future. You see, Alabama was just in a long line of Black women and other women of color who are the godmothers of this movement. It's Shirley Chisholm, the first Democratic woman to run for president. It's Ella Baker. It's Fannie Lou Hamer. It's Grace Lee Boggs. It's women all over the country and throughout our history who guide us and strengthen us for the move forward. If we want to win our country back, and our work at Democracy in Color is clear, then we must do something very important. We must recognize that Black women are the highest vote turnout group of any race and gender in the country. Black women will lead us. We must recognize that Latina, Asian American, and Native American women have high vote turnout, and that if we speak to, elevate, engage women of color, then we have a path to victory this year and beyond. In California, 3 of 5 women are women of color. So when we look at those 7 congressional seats, those Republicans who've been voting lockstep with Trump, sitting on top of districts that voted Democratic in the last presidential election, if we look at women of color, we know that we have everything that Alabama has and then some. We're not 7% of the population, we're the majority of the population, and we have the power to take those seats in California away from the Trump light. We have the power to win. We need to talk to, we need to elevate, we need to engage, we need to trust women of color. We are the soul of the nation. Collectively, we can do it. I call it she, the people. I call it power to the polls. I call it our future. And I call on you to join all year as we elevate women of color for our future. Thank you very much.
You all put your hands together one more time for Aimee.